Hi everyone, Chef Rose here with part 3 of baked meringues, and you can see I have my 3 layers of Japanese meringue here, and I put it on a cardboard, and I actually trimmed it a little bit to make sure they're all the same size, so very carefully trimmed it. As you can see, for the top I'm going to turn over that one so it's nice and flat. I have my chocolate buttercream here. I have a pastry cream bag ready with a star tip or number 1M tip. And then I have about 8 whole hazelnuts for garnish that I'm going to use. So let's get to it. All right, take off these top 2. And I'm going to spread a thin layer. Now the best thing to do to keep the cake in place is put a little bit of buttercream underneath it so it stays where you want it to stay. There we go. Good. All right. Spread it out. You don't want a lot. It should be about a 1/4 inch thick so that you get a nice ratio of the meringue to the buttercream when you go to eat it. I think you've probably all had cakes like that where it was either too much icing or too much cake to ratio. Icing, I'm going to put a little bit more there. All right. There we go. Let's put the next tier on top. Good. A little more buttercream. Good. Spread it out. Certainly, if you wanted to, you could probably put some ground hazelnuts on top of the buttercream if you even wanted to add a little bit more hazelnut flavor or texture, but certainly not needed, but you could. Now, certainly you could ice the cake and leave the sides showing with no icing on the side, but I'm going to cover it up. I'm going to show you a fun way to ice the cake and make it look really pretty with that star tip. All right, and don't be afraid, you can go over the side a little bit. And then I'm going to put the top. Okay, make sure it looks nice and flat. You can see it's not going to be a tall torte, but it doesn't need to be. All right. More. And then I'm going to show you a simple design you can do on the top. Now remember, in my lecture notes I mentioned that this cake, you wanted to let it sit overnight in the refrigerator. So what will happen is the humidity from the refrigerator will soften the cake layers or the meringue layers inside, and it'll become more soft and cake-like. It's really kind of fun. So I'm going to take the spatula and I'm just going to kind of make a swirl design on the top. There we go. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, beautiful. All right, so I'm going to put some buttercream in the piping bag. And this design that I'm going to do is one of my first jobs out of culinary school. At the caterer, we used to do a cake like this with buttercream on the side, like I'm going to show you. And it was very showy and people loved it. Okay. So I'm basically just going to pipe straight up, just to the top. Straight up, straight up. It looks really nice, and it's pretty simple to do, and you don't have to worry about the sides looking perfect and smooth. Look how pretty that looks. So this is, of course, a little 6-inch cake. You could do this meringue cake in any size you'd like. Maybe you want to do an 8-inch or 9-inch. All right, need a little bit more buttercream. It's beautiful today. I hope you have time to go outside today and enjoy the warm weather. Just remember to keep your distance. Wow, talk about new terminology. Social distancing. All right, back to piping. Straight up. Straight up. This could be tricky, making sure you keep consistent as you pipe from the bottom to the top. You want the lines to go straight up and down. So always pipe right in front of you. Oh gosh, hopefully I have enough here. Gonna be really tight. Wow. Just a few more. Should be good. Scrape the bowl. Right. All right. Last few. Oh, there we go. And then I'm going to do for 8 servings. So let's just do a star. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Remember, you should use for garnish something that's going to identify what's inside. So of course hazelnut. If you had used almonds, certainly a whole almond would be nice. What I love about this meringue, the Japanese, is that you don't have to buy hazelnut or almond meal. You can actually just have the nut itself and grind it up. And there you go. There's our beautiful torte that I will refrigerate overnight and then cut into tomorrow. And I'll just have to take one for the team and eat it, see what it tastes like. But I've already had a lot of those little, cookies that I piped in. They're just amazing. So please email me. Let me know if you have any questions. But hopefully you have time to try this torte. You'll love it. Thanks. Bye.